Hey YouTube, Hill Country Husker. Appreciate you guys checking out my videos. Want to say thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate all the comments. Please keep them coming. Just want to say thanks for that. So the headline reads that Acting Secretary of Defense Christopher Miller elevates special operations to be on par with other service branches. Now, I had first heard about this story from watching Michael Jacko and decided to do my own research after listening to what he had to say about the move. So here's the story as reported in several news outlets such as military.com and many others. This past Wednesday, Acting Defense Secretary Christopher Miller was speaking at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Now also last week, Secretary Miller had announced two things that may be of supreme importance in the weeks leading up to Inauguration Day. Number one, when he was there at Fort Bragg, he announced that the Special Operations civilian leadership would be reporting directly to him. Now here's some background on what makes up the Special Operations Forces. This includes the Army Green Berets, Night Stalkers, and Army Rangers. It includes the Navy SEALs and Special Warfare Combatant Craft. It includes the Marine Corps Raiders and Force Recon Marines. It also includes the Air Force Special Tactical Teams. Essentially, it's all the badass mofos in every branch of the military. The die-hard, heavily and specifically trained men and women of the armed forces. Basically 70,000 of the best. The warriors now report directly to the Secretary of Defense. Now, by having the Special Operations civilian leadership report to him, Secretary Miller said that this reform will immediately improve agility for the department and the command and will enable us to streamline the decision flow, enhance decision making, and more adeptly support our commanders and their superb soldiers, sailor, airmen, and Marines. That's Miller's comments. What I hear him saying is that they are removing the middleman. They're removing the bureaucracy. Secondly, Secretary Miller stated that this move would provide greater civilian oversight of our special operators. Now, as you know, oversight means monitoring what someone or something does. It generally means that you are more involved in the process and in their actions. These comments at Fort Bragg on Wednesday follow an announcement made by Secretary Miller the day before, speaking from the Pentagon. Secretary Miller announced that by January 15th of next year that U.S. forces in Afghanistan would be reduced from 4,500 to 2,500, and those in Iraq would be reduced from approximately 3,000 down to 25. Now note, January 15th is just 5 days before the inauguration, right? So you may be wondering how these actions are possible. Well, actually, Congress endorsed the move in 2017 when they passed the National Defense Authorization Act. You know this as the NDAA. And this is done yearly. The NDAA is something that happens in Congress every year, so don't think this was like a one-time deal. Now, both of these actions, having Special Operations report directly to the Secretary of Defense and recalling approximately 2,500 members of the military, might lead you to think that there may be something being planned for or maybe something being prepared for. Some make it sound like as if the current administration is preparing for a takeover. I think it's preparing the country for protection from a known and already identified threat. What is that threat? You tell me. The socialist liberals currently in Congress, Antifa, BLM. Maybe it's a foreign invasion like Red Dawn, an attack on our infrastructure, like a cyber attack on our financial sector, or an EMP on the power grid. Honestly, I think it could be all of the above. Just my thoughts, Hill Country Husker. God bless and be safe.